Hello. I am back. So, here I have my week 26 of my 2019 project life. You might notice that I'm doing something a little bit different than I had been doing in the past. I switched to 9 by 12, so I'm really liking it. I also switched kits. I started using Felicity Jane, and I kind of pointed to the middle of my page there a second ago. I made my own week cards. I had seen someone else. I loved their week cards, and I really liked the look of those. And I had asked her where she got them, and she hadn't answered me, and so I just decided to make my own. And then I realized that they were from a kit that I already owned, and it's what I'm actually using for my 2017 project life, because yeah, I'm still not done with that one. I did just finish 2016 a little while back, so still going on there. So what I'm doing here, I'm just arranging my pictures. I also switched to the Collect app. I tried that out for my 2018 December daily and really like that. If you haven't used the Collect app, it's only for iPhone. Unfortunately for you Android users, but I really am loving that too. It allows me to journal, so every day I just pick one photo from the day, or sometimes 3 or 4. I try to keep it to one most of the time. But yeah, so I choose a photo, I journal about it. It kind of limits you to how many characters you can use, kind of like Twitter. But you kind of figure out after a while kind of how to shorten what you're trying to say. And if I have more to say, then I do get my typewriter out and I can journal more on a journaling card. It doesn't happen very often though. Usually I'm pretty succinct in what I'm trying to say. So my journaling is already done before I even start my pages, which is great. So I am just putting everything in the pockets, kind of picking through my cards. You'll see that I kind of have 2 different piles of cards. One of those is the pile of journal cards that come with the kit. The other is the papers that come with the kit. So what I do when I first get my kit is I just cut a 3-inch strip off of the 12 by 12 papers, and I cut those down into 3 by 4 cards. So then I have extra cards to use. And then what I'm left with are some 9 by 12 papers that I can use if I want to make full-size layouts to put in my scrapbook. So what I might do here after this video is do a walkthrough of my scrapbook so far, because what this layout is going to do is finish my very first album. It will be the halfway point of my first half of 2019. So it'll be 3 pages. I kind of spread it out. I had enough pictures and it worked out just perfectly. 26 weeks is the halfway point of the year, and it worked out that it will be 3 pages long. I will apologize right now that somehow my video stopped recording, and so you kind of miss the last page where I did some stamping and some things. But I'm really keeping my pages pretty simple. I do stamp still, and as you saw on that last little card, I like to doodle around the edges, especially if it's like a plain white card. But but really I keep it pretty simple. Use the embellishments, use the stamps, doodle around the edges. Every once in a while I'll get my typewriter out and type if I need to say something more than what I said on the Collect app. But it's making the process go so much faster. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. You see what I just did there? I flipped the card over just to kind of make sure that I was going to get enough ink on my stamp, just kind of conditioning the stamp and rubbing it around there. I couldn't find a piece of scratch paper, so that's what I did. I knew I wasn't using the other side of that card, so it worked out all right. So just kind of going through my embellishments. I like to use those little dishes still. I still have them. I just dump all the embellishments out, kind of sort through them. I think this time I sorted them by there's some hard chipboard embellishments, some rubber embellishments, and then some more like die cut ephemera pieces. So that's how I had those. And then that one I just did, there's a zip strip on every piece of paper. And so I just used part of that to embellish on that card. And then I stick this little rubber charm in the middle of my photo, and that page is finished. So I'll set that off to dry and start my next page. I also have my, I can't think of what it's called. I just kind of moved it off to the side there though, but I am going to make that top, I didn't put a card in that top pocket because I'm going to make a shaker pocket for this page. So these little pockets or pages, cards come together pretty fast. I just throw a few embellishments on them. I'm going to use my alphabet stickers that came in the kit to spell out Yummo on this card that go with that little ice cream picture. And then I think I get to work on my shaker pocket. And I think that's pretty much it for what you're going to see on camera. As far as what I'm going to do on this page other than stamp underneath here. And this stamp is a Feed Your Craft stamp. It did not come with the kit. And I stamped that a little bit off center, so I just put a little heart next to it, and it looks like I did it on purpose. So yeah, I think I get to work on the shaker pocket, and that's my fuse tool. That's what it's called. It's like totally draw a blank. So I get to work fusing the side, and I just use old pocket pages. So what I have here is I have some old 12 by 12 Design F pages, and I like to use those in my 9 by 12. So I will, yeah, I thought I put it in the pocket and I just dumped it all over my mat. But anyway, so I like to use the Design F. I cut the side off and use Design F in my 9 by 12 scrapbooks. So so I always have these 3 little pockets left over, so I can just use those for shaker pockets. And I did forget to cut the one side down a little bit, so you'll see me, I have to trim that off and refuse it. Well, you didn't see me do it because, well. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure and subscribe if you haven't already. And hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.